Theidik of Boxing Scene reporting. Anthony Joshua's level of opponents impacted U.S. television ratings. Roughly 78,000 fans were packed into Cardiff, Wales to watch the fight live. For the fight, Showtime's live telecast began in the afternoon with a viewership of approximately 309,000 people. Oof.
You got to remember, though, this is the afternoon.
The
this is an
rebroadcast average audience was 659, giving them about 1 million viewers for the fight. It's all right.
It's okay.
Against a nobody?
That's what I was going to say. Joshua-Takam was the opponent.
I'm okay with that. I'm not. It feels like the article's kind of shitting on the numbers, but I don't think it's that bad.
And what they're not bringing up is that it was on the afternoon or those live numbers, and that's a really hard sale.
And then they got another. You're talking
on
about
a Saturday.
1 million based on everything overall for Joshua fighting a legitimate nobody.
Yes, 3-week fill-in.
Yeah, I can live with it.
And you got to remember.
I think they should have showcased the undercard a little bit more and made it a little more worthwhile, but hey, whatever. Jeff Hearn versus Gary Corcoran secured for ESPN December 13. Bob, I'm not a whore, Aram, seen with a lovely photo of Jeff Hearn, his new protege. Jeff Hearn not only produced the upset of the year, he has also authored the story of the year, defeating Manny Pacquiao under enormous pressure in front of a hometown crowd of 51 fans, said Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum. Jeff wasn't just poised. He was prepared and powerful. Now Jeff faces his first test as a world champion against Corcoran, however you want to say it. And it should be a hell of a battle.
No, it won't.
No,
Big letdown.
Hey, listen, Bob Arum's got a new guy in Jeff Hearn.
Yeah, but ESPN don't need these type of ratings. Nah, you know this thing ain't going to do shit.
If they stack the card, I'll say it again, follow the Eddie Hearn model, stack the card.
Better stack it with someone really known on the Latin side league. Cause
I'm going to cover everything else before we get to our feature story.
Hearn versus Corcoran is not. There's nobody in America is watching this
For
fight.
everybody wondering, we're getting close to our
50,
featured
000?
story. I know everybody's getting excited, wondering, hey, what's the big story this week? I don't know why Andrew went on such a jag, but he has a featured series of stories to talk about this today.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Oh, the next section. I'm going to get the other stuff out of the way. De La Hoya, Canelo, Triple G talks resume after Sanders Lemieux. So this fight is still not inked, no matter what anybody says.
Yeah, I know.
So it was officially reported as of Tuesday, Halloween, by Miguel Rivera of Boxing Scene. We will wait till after the Lemieux Sanders. We will talk, analyze things. These negotiations take time, said De La Hoya. I don't think De La Hoya wants the fight.
I don't think Triple G wants the fight.
He got what he wanted out of the fight. His guy is still in one piece.
Nah,
I'm going to say
BS,
Canelo's
man.
a bitch.
Oh, you stop. Will you stop? Listen, who's the one that's been quiet this whole time?
Canelo.
Remember when Abel Sanchez
Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo.
Bullshit. That's the only ones you hear talking about the rematch. It really is. What happened to Abel Sanchez, people? Man, this guy had a mouthpiece before that fight. Where's Triple G? Anyone seen him lately? Any big demands for a Canelo rematch on his Twitter feed lately? I seen Canelo do it. I've seen De La Hoya do it.
Well, while we're on the topic of Golden Boy, Mikey Garcia to meet with Golden Boy to discuss Linares deal. Again, Miguel Rivera of Boxing Secret reports. We could be getting close, one step closer to the unification bout. Golden Boy promoter Eric Gomez, lightweight world champion Mikey Garcia will meet in person on Wednesday of this. They met on Wednesday, next Wednesday. They're meeting next Wednesday.
They did meet. No, they did.
They did meet. Okay.
Yes.
They want the fight, and they want the fight to happen as soon as possible. Yada yada yada.
Both sides are saying things look
They're
good.
They're looking
at
at December 2nd for a possible fight. You like this fight?
Oh, Lee. I mean, you're talking about ending the year with Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Vasily Lomachenko and Jorge Linares versus Mikey Garcia. These are like two of the best. Rigondeaux, sorry. But these are two of the best.
But it's really Rigondeaux.
You hear me, bro. This is an awesome change of events that's happening here in the lightweight division. I mean, here we thought Mikey was gone. The dude was asking to fight as a junior middleweight, went to welterweight. Now all of a sudden he's in talks with Golden Boy to fight Linares. That is the best matchup at lightweight. Look at people. I'm going to tell you, I still think Lomachenko is too small. I really do. I think that's why Top Rank hides that guy. He wants Mikey Garcia. I don't think he wants Linares. None of them. Barely goes after Salido. So, no, I think that's the best fight in the lightweights. I think Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko is one of the best fights south of the lightweights, right? I don't know where you want to land them to because they're all bouncing around down there right now, but I think neither of those guys are a true 130. That's just my opinion. So it's a great way to end the year if they could get this fight together. Yeah, you're talking probably an instant classic, Lee, if they sign Linares versus Garcia. The two fighters are very similar in styles. Two of the best boxer punchers in the game would be facing off that night.
Which takes us to our featured story of the day, Andrew's new favorite fighter and promotion entity, Conor McGregor and the UFC. Why would I say that? Because Andrew has highlighted six different articles on the topic, starting with the UFC's Dana White being firm. We may start doing boxing stuff in 2018, as reported on Boxing Scene. For the second time in the last few weeks, UFC President Dana White has made it clear we're doing boxing next year. We're making money up in this biatch.
They need money, Lee.
Obviously, we're taking a look at it, and I'm interested. Mike told Mike Swick on his podcast past week, I'm not saying I'm going to come in and start running boxing, but I'm interested in dipping my toe into the water and maybe signing a few fighters and seeing what we can do. I'm interested in doing some stuff in boxing next year.
People are done with the cage. I'm telling you.
No, people are not done. We can talk about the numbers.
People.
Dude,
it's
the numbers for last night's... Look, GSP's back.
Gosh.
Whatever,
you, bro.
McGregor dares Malignaggi. Mayweather fight me in the UFC. UFC superstar Conor McGregor is still feeling that itch to be a boxer. McGregor, the current UFC lightweight champion, made his professional debut against Floyd Mayweather, where Mayweather threw rounds to make McGregor look good. McGregor also has a lot of animosity towards Malignaggi. The two fighters had a bad falling out based on a video. Originally, Mayweather was talking about an MMA bout. That's what he said before the fight. In my mind, I want to bring one of these mother effers boxing guys here. I stepped into their world. I put on the show for my fans, and they're talking about confidence. Let one of them step into my world, maybe Malignaggi into MMA or Floyd. We could do a rematch in boxing or, like he actually said originally, an MMA fight. Well, good for you. Start up the machine for a rematch of McGregor-Mayweather for next year. McGregor says Malignaggi is a effing rabbit. He got what he deserved. According to UFC superstar Conor McGregor, he intentionally made things very hard when he sparred with two-division champion Paul Malignaggi. McGregor had retained the services of Malignaggi as a sparring partner for a scheduled August fight with Floyd Mayweather at the T-Mobile Arena. McGregor, who made his professional debut as a boxer, was stopped in the 10th round by Mayweather. As far as a beef with Malignaggi, the two had a falling out in training camp. He's a effing rabbit, I swear to God, McGregor said. I have no problem with the man. He came in, he's done what we asked him to do. He knew what it was. He knew it was a fight. You knew it wasn't a spar. You're coming in. You were going to fight, and that's it. He went and started to do interviews and expected good treatment and respect. What do you expect if you go and running your mouth? If you go running your mouth.
You done?
UFC Dana White's left.
Oh my God! No,
Wait,
it's
you
not.
got 3 more stories on the topic.
Wait,
you got 3 more stories on the topic.
Well, you could have broke them up. You don't have to sound like a robot and just keep going through
I
them.
can't believe you're spending this much time on Conor McGregor, who's going to.
Why? No, I'm spending a lot of time on the demise of the UFC because I heard for years how this sport was taking over boxing, and now all of a sudden this sport wants a boxing license. This sport's biggest star
No. Stop. Dana White, who is a former boxing promoter, had success promoting boxing, and he wants to promote boxing again.
Yeah, they need money.
That
$4
they
billion
don't. He doesn't own the company anymore.
$4 billion sale
He doesn't
is biting them in the ass.
Dana's rich already. He doesn't need to do anything. He's just doing it because he wants to have fun.
No, they can't sell tickets in the UFC like they can in boxing. If they can get one hot fighter, you can sell ringside tickets for $25,000. You can't do that in the UFC. That's what Mayweather showed these guys. What do you think McGregor's now telling them, I want to co-promote? Fuck you guys. You guys aren't my boss. I'm going to be my own boss. It's the demise of the UFC. Forget the McGregor angle. That's what I'm talking about. UFC. That's why I'm bringing. Hey, they said it was taking over. They lied.
UFC Dana White laughs. No chance of Jeff Hearn getting Conor McGregor. I don't even need to read the story. I don't even know who brought this shit up.
But he's foolish for doing that. McGregor, 1, might be able to do something against a smaller Jeff Hearn. And 2, did you not see Pacquiao Hearn's ratings? Did you not see how many tickets they sold? Like, I don't know why he said that. I would leave that door open.
McGregor vows to overtake Mayweather on the Forbes list. Well, that's just... Look, why don't we just sign this fight and get it over with?
That's a hard sale, though.
Conor McGregor, next goal is to build a financial empire. Yeah, okay. The 29-year-old UFC fighter told Reuters of his ambition to top the Forbes 100 list of highest-paid athletes and brand, whatever.
Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor don't sell 50,000 seats. I think Dana White's
pocketed $140 million, all said and done, on the Mayweather fight. If you people listening to this show don't think that they're going to fight again, you are the dumbest effing people.
Or that the UFC is going to run with McGregor in the boxing.
They're going to run with whatever they got. They've got him under contract. Which goes to our last comment. McGregor warns UFC, I want to co-promote. You got to entice me. Yeah, you have to. He made $140 million. He doesn't need to fight anymore.
We're not going
Let
backwards.
me explain how much $140 million is. You don't have to train anymore. It's all over. You won. You won the game. It's all over.
You either come to this level or I'm not coming at all.
Right.
That's
you gotta start. Right. Every fight's got to be $50 million or better to make me want to go to the gym.
Nate Diaz over there in Stockton like, fuck, dog.
Yeah, I could kick his ass. Well, good for you, but you're not a $50 million fight.
Not a $50 million fight.
That's all it is. Look, he made $140 million. Yeah. You think $1 million is going to make him defend the UFC title? He's going to laugh at your contract. He's going to, like, even the Paul Malignaggi fight. That's not a $50 million fight.
You're exactly. I was just going to say it. I was just going to say that, Lee. That is the only reason why they haven't signed that fight yet. It's because they're looking at Paulie like, dude, you don't bring the money either. Step aside. You're absolutely
it's got to
right
be a Pacquiao. It's got to be a Mayweather. It's got to be a Triple G. It's got to be an epic name for Conor. Like, what? There's nobody in the UFC that can do it.
They have to work a contract with him where Conor's going to control. He won't get what he made against Mayweather in his next fight. They have to explain to this guy, because you lost to Mayweather, you can't just come back and demand the same type of money. But if you take this fight for this price, we guarantee you in the next fight, versus just throwing it out there, Lee, just say he fights Canelo next year, summertime or September. Then you'll make your 140 again. You know what I mean? The next fight, you're only going to make about $25 million. If you win that fight and you're 1-1 in boxing, we guarantee you in your next main event, you'll do 140 again. They make a lot of money. No, these guys, they pay too much. It's like ESPN. ESPN